everyone. My name is Jenny Christine. I'm here because I want to talk to you guys about this journey that I'm about to go on. As you could probably see from the title, I am getting VSG surgery, vertical sleeve gastrectomy. I will say YouTube has been a major resource for me as soon as I came to this point, as far as learning about my options, whether that have been VSG or gastric bypass, as well as, getting a better sense of the struggles and, the journey that people go through after having their procedure. However, I noticed from watching, tons of men and women, my age bracket, younger, older, doesn't matter, all over the world, I wasn't seeing my specific story. So that's kind of what prompted me to share mine with yours. So this video is just going to quickly explain why I'm having the procedure, and how I got to this point. And again, the specifics of my story that I haven't seen other people do. Also, let me just say, I'm sorry if you can hear traffic. I do live in the city in an older building, so there's zero noise cancellation, and I'm sorry about that. But anyway, so yes. So I, like most people who end up having this procedure, have been a bigger person pretty much my entire life. I also have tried many things to lose the weight on my own, as far as, diet, exercise on my own, getting a trainer, the various different fad diets that have come out over the years, just really all of it. And I was not successful. However, that is not the reason I'm getting the procedure, because, to be honest, which I haven't seen a lot of people say, so shocker, I was comfortable being a bigger person, or I should say I am comfortable being a bigger person. As I said, I've been this way, as far back as I can remember. I don't remember ever being a skinny person or a small person. I can't even really imagine what that's gonna look like. That has been something on my mind since I've come to the point of going through with this. So of course, again, that probably makes you like, so why are you even doing this if you don't care? Well, my health, unfortunately, and it's not even, the typical high blood pressure, diabetes, all that stuff. It's not that. I don't have either of those things. I have been in pretty good health my entire life until now. At the age of, I think I was like 22, 23, I was told by my lady doctor that I have PCOS, which is polycystic ovarian syndrome. I'll have, a more detailed definition on the screen for you to see. Because to be honest with you, I still don't fully understand what that entails. Other than, of course, everyone remembers the main side effects that pop out in your mind, and you're like, oh crap, I hope that doesn't happen to me. Which the ones that were said to me was hair loss, weight gain, difficulty losing weight, and possible infertility. Again, I was told this information at the age of like 22, so I'm 28 now, by the way. So I wasn't focused on having children, so that really wasn't a thing that I was too concerned about for the time being. As far as weight gain, again, always been big, didn't really know the difference. And then as far as hair loss, I wasn't really seeing too much out of the norm with regard to that either, knock on wood. So, So fast forward to this year, actually, literally like 3 months ago, I don't even know where to begin. It was the holiday weekend, Memorial Day weekend, kickoff to the summer, and I woke up with a killer headache, and you know, for those watching this that are of age, it felt like a hangover, except I didn't have the joy of drinking. I didn't drink. So I was like, why do I have a hangover without the fun? Like, what's going on here? So yes, so that went on for pretty much the duration of the weekend. And I had, you know, thought, oh, maybe I'm just dehydrated, and I started loading up on water. That wasn't working. So I, you know, took some medicine. I took Advil liquid gels, which I like swear by because they work so fast. No, this is not sponsored. That wasn't working. I cut down on screen time, no cell phone, no TV, no computer, thinking, you know, maybe I just been watching too much TV or whatever the case may be. I was in the dark because I had light sensitivity. I slept. I did everything I could think of, you know, going down the list of possibilities of where this killer headache could come from. And as I said before, it continued throughout the duration of the weekend. So, you know, trying all those things, nothing works. The weekend has come and gone, and I'm like, okay, I need to talk to a doctor. In addition to that, I had stars. I was seeing stars and I was dizzy. That was another thing that was out of the norm. I had obviously headaches before, I had migraines before, but never to the point where I was seeing stars and was dizzy and all these things, which was another contributing factor to me reaching out to a doctor as soon as, you know, the weekend was over, the holiday weekend was over. So also, as we all know, we're in the middle of a pandemic. So I reached out to the doctor via video appointment, and you know, they prescribed me some kind of extreme headache medicine that didn't work either. Thinking that maybe I had just become one of those people that had extreme migraines and would have to be on like a prescribed migraine medication. That didn't work. Another practitioner or doctor prescribed a nasal spray. That didn't work. I had gone in for an MRI so they could scan my brain to see something, see if there was anything there. Nothing there. Blood work to see, again, with the diabetes and all that stuff, nothing. And they gave me a shot at the doctor's office. I don't remember what it was. I'll put it on the screen if I can find out what it's called. But that was the only thing that worked. And obviously that's extreme. And you gotta get shot in your butt cheek, so it's not fun. But it was the only thing that made me feel better. But once I had gone home and that worn off, you know, hours later, I was back in the same spot with the stars and the dizziness and the headache and, you know, the whole thing. So, long story short, I ended up being obviously referred to a neurologist, specialist, and she had all the notes from all the doctors and nurses that I had seen prior to getting to that point. In addition to, we also had a virtual appointment, and I explained to her everything that had happened, and she knew almost immediately. She said, you know, I'm going to send you to the eye doctor. If the eye doctor sees something and he knows what to look for, it's this. If he doesn't see anything, you just have a really bad migraine. So, but of course she didn't want to tell me what it was just in case it wasn't that, so I didn't freak out. So I went to the eye doctor, still with all my symptoms. They did typical eye doctor things, which, side note, eye doctor is terrible. It's terrible. I'm sorry To you people who wear glasses and contacts and all that stuff, I hate it. I think I would prefer to go to the dentist, and that's saying a lot because people hate the dentist. But anyway, so they did their normal thing, their form of vitals, and then they took pictures of my eyes and made me do like vision tests and all these things. Get to the end of the appointment, they put the pictures of my eyes up on the monitor. Mind you, again, this was my first time going to an eye doctor. I don't wear glasses, thank God, or anything like that. And I saw it immediately. I was like, is that what you're looking for? That red on the screen? Because that's what I saw. I saw red. And she was like, yep. She basically told me that there is damage to my optic nerve. So after that, she sent me back to the neurologist, and she said, you know, the neurologist will give you more details about what this means. But as far as our testing and our pictures, yes, you have some damage to your optic nerve, which for those of you that don't know, if you've ever seen in science class or something, what your whole eyeball looks like and all the veins and nerves coming out the back that connect it to your brain and everything so you can register what you're seeing, it's that stuff back there that was damaged, therefore causing the vision issues. So I followed up with a neurologist, and she told me, she said, you have pseudotumor cerebri, which of course the buzzword there is tumor. So I'm having a heart attack on the inside. I'm like, excuse me, what? And she said, you know, the reason that people didn't pinpoint it right away is because it's something that people in the medical field learn in school, but apparently rarely see in practice in life. So lucky me. Another name for this is idiopathic intracranial hypertension, which I think that's the more common name. For the sake of my videos, I'm just gonna say IIH or pseudotumor. You know, those are interchangeable, same thing. But basically what it means is there is too much fluid in my brain, therefore acting like a tumor would and putting pressure on my optic nerve. So that fluid is too much pressure in your brain, there's your headache, and too much pressure on your optic nerve. So there's the dizziness and the stars. She explained to me that there's, you know, multiple ways that someone could end up in this situation and get this. In my case, she thinks that it has to do with rapid weight gain or weight gain in general. Again, we're in the middle of a pandemic. I think people are calling it the quarantine 15. I've always been an overachiever, so I went ahead and gained 25 pounds. So, you know, as soon as she said that, it made perfect sense. That being said, the kind of worst case scenario with this is blindness, which is scary. So that tumor word is scary and the blind word is scary. I laugh to try to make light of the situation, and you know, they say laugh to keep from crying, and that's definitely the case. But in all seriousness, it's scary. So, and on top of that, she couldn't give me a timeline. She couldn't give me a cure per se. All she could say was try to lose weight, but couldn't even tell me a number, because I'm very much like cut and dry kind of person. Like, I need you to tell me specifics and I'll get it done from there. But the whole like gray area, I don't know, makes me crazy, makes me nervous and anxious. And she couldn't do that. She was like, just try to lose weight and hopefully at some point it'll be fine, which obviously doesn't work for me. Because, you know, weight, there's such a wide range. Like, is it lose 10 pounds? I can do that myself. Or is it lose 50 to 100 pounds, which would be this route of surgery. And still to this day, she couldn't give me that number. She couldn't give me that answer. She doesn't know. And that's nothing against her. It's just nobody knows. Everybody's different. Nobody knows. So yes. And then, you know, linked into, as I said before, with the PCOS, just losing some weight isn't easy already. So here we are. Yeah, so that's how we got to the point of VSG. I don't have low self-esteem. I don't have, you know, your typical comorbidities, as doctors call it, as far as like diabetes or anything else. I was fine as far as I knew, was living with the PCOS, but this came along. And, you know, at the end of the day, if it's choosing between not doing the work and being comfortable and staying big or my eyesight, I'm gonna choose my eyesight. And everything else, it just is what it is. I just have to do what I have to do. So that's why I'm here. That's how I got here as far as having weight loss surgery. There's nothing wrong with it. As I said, I used YouTube as a resource. I know that a lot of people have this procedure for various reasons. It could be as simple as a self-esteem issue, or, you know, as complicated as diabetes, PCOS, sleep apnea, pseudotumor, you know, all the things. But I wanted to make this video because, as I said, I didn't see my specific story. And, you know, my surgeon specifically was very confident that he could help me with this pseudotumor issue and that he has seen it before. So, you know, that kind of highlighted to me that there are other people out there who have run into this issue. And he also works at the pediatric level as well as with adults. So there may be young people, teenagers, or, you know, children who are overweight and have come across this issue. And I want to be, not gonna get emotional. Wow, why is this making me emotional? Okay, I want to be a resource for them. I don't want someone else to get this news or somebody's parents to get this news and, sorry, and not know how to deal with it. Sorry guys, this wasn't supposed to be dramatic. Yeah, and not know how to deal with it or what to do next or where to go from here. To be quite honest, after I got that information, the news, and what it actually means, and then of course, you know, did my own little bit of research, I spent 4 days crying. I went into a depression because it's like, I thought I was gonna be blind. You know, because the eye doctor and the neurologist, neither of them are the ones who said consider weight loss surgery. I came to this on my own, thinking, okay, what is the fastest way to lose a dramatic amount of weight. They didn't give me this suggestion. They just gave me that information and was like, I don't really know what to tell you other than lose weight, and I can't tell you how much. And that's no disrespect to them, but that's literally how it went. And I don't know about y'all, but for me, I'm like, what am I supposed to do with that information? Okay, lose weight, but I don't know how much. So, you know, I used to, when I was talking to my family about it, and even the doctors, honestly, once I got frustrated, you know, I told them, I was like, this really isn't fair, because it's like, you're telling me to win a race, to run a race and win, but you're not telling me how much time is on the clock. So I'm just running for my life, and I don't know if I'm doing the right thing or not. I don't know if I'm saving my vision or not. And it just makes the whole situation so much more scary, because it's like, how does one prepare to be blind? You can't. And, you know, as an able-bodied person, and I'm sure, you know, everyone watching this, or most people watching this, you also have your vision. And I guarantee you, you've never took the time to think about how you would live your life without it. So, you know, like I said, this whole situation is scary, and I just don't want anyone else, or parents, because apparently, you know, children can have it as well, to go through this and not know where to go from the diagnosis. And have to go through that depression. I mean, I literally also was using YouTube as a resource to learn how to be blind. I know that probably sounds stupid, but I was just like, how do you even do that? Shout out to Molly Burke, by the way, because she was my main resource that I found, and she seems to be living her best life perfectly fine. She's also 20-something and blind, and seems to be doing great. I'll link her channel down below. But yeah, I just, you know, I don't want anyone else to have to go through this. So this video has been long enough. So please like, comment, subscribe, come back if you want to see how this continues to unfold, as far as the surgery side specifically, and how the pseudotumor kind of progresses from there, and if we can get past this. Because right now I'm on medicine, and I'd rather not be for the rest of my life. So if you want to see how my specific story unfolds, with those two things playing a part, please, as I said, come back. I'd be happy to have you along for the ride. If you guys have any questions, that could be about the pseudotumor side, the PCOS side, or the VSG side. Again, I'm an open book. Drop your comments below. I'll also have my social medias, beginning, end, and probably popping up on the screen and linked down below in the description box. So, you know, whatever way is most comfortable for you to get in contact with me, I will do my best to make myself available to you. And if I don't answer you personally, there'll probably be a video about it. In addition to that, I am going to make videos, updates weekly. My surgery is scheduled for September 22nd, 2020, which is about 2 weeks from now. It is currently September 7th, 2020. So yes, I'm not sure if I'm gonna do one next week just because we haven't really started yet. If I come up with an idea, there will be one. If there's not one next week, it'll be every week starting from after surgery. I'll try to throw some vlogs in as well. I don't really know how I'm gonna format this, but I promise to give you all the information as I get it, as it happens. I hope, as I said before, to be a resource for you, whether you don't have the pseudotumor or PCOS and you're just getting VSG, or you do have those things as well. I want to be there for all of you. So yes, thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.